Alright guys, welcome back to another session of computer applications. If you remember last time we were looking at how to add slides, right, and add pictures to slides, which I went ahead and did a couple of here. Today we're going to be looking at backgrounds and transitions and animations and how they work with your slides. So to start us off, right, you can tell here from your background button right there at the very top, you can add your own backgrounds to different slides that you want. And you can use different colors, right? We've got a whole color palette. You can use your own custom color if you want to. You can change gradients. You can change the themes for your slides. You have all kinds of options that you can add for your background. One of the ones that I think is the coolest, though, is you can add an image to your background. Now, I went ahead and went out to Google, found a picture of Abraham Lincoln because I'm going to be doing another presentation here with his Gettysburg Address. Alright, so we'll pull this picture of Abraham Lincoln, went ahead and copied this link. Alright, we're going to come here to image, and we're going to paste it, and Google will pull that image down for us, click select, and done. Alright, and all of a sudden Abraham Lincoln is now the background for our first slide. Now the thing you have to be careful of when you're picking an image is make sure that you pick an image that looks okay when it's stretched out, because slides are wider than your normal picture. Alright, so make sure that you're picking an image that looks okay as it's stretched, and you'll be good to go there. Alright, the next thing that we're going to look at is this transitions and animations. Now, there are two different words that describe slightly different things, but they're related to each other. And so if we click on the transition button here, transitions are what happen between your slides. Right? So as you transition from slide 1 to slide 2, you're going to have a transition effect that can go there. And when you're on an actual slide itself, though, you can make an object animated so that it moves around. So transitions go from slide to slide. Animations affect objects, they affect text, they affect things that happen on that slide. Right, but in Google, they both happen from the same pane. Right, so we can go from slide 1. Right, there's no object to animate, but you can look, see, you've got your transitions here. Right, you've got a list of things that you can make it do. It can fade out, it can slide in from the left or right, you can make it flip in, cube in. Let's go ahead and see that effect, right? We can make it cube in. We don't need to apply it to all slides, but if you have, if you just want to do one quick simple transition, you can set it that way. You can set the speed, so you've got that there. Alright, so now we can play this, and look, Abraham Lincoln just cubed in on our first slide. Right? Alright, so let's go ahead and jump down to the next one here. So if we jump here to the handwritten copy of the Gettysburg Address, you can click on it, and you notice the transition pane collapsed here. Right, so we could add our own transition. Let's do a fade on this one. Right? But if we click on this object, we can add an animation to it. Right, so we can make this animation fly in, fly out, zoom around, spin around. There's a whole bunch of different things that you can do. As you're adding these things, though, make sure that you're adding them with a purpose, with the exception of the worst PowerPoint project. Right? So make sure that you're doing things that make sense or that aren't distracting for your audience, things that highlight or accent what's going on in your presentation. Let's go ahead and just make this fly in from the bottom. And we want it to happen on click. So when you click, let's make it just a little bit faster. And so we'll have that there. Alright, so let's go ahead and just take a look at our presentation. Alright, so we'll come up here to the top, we'll click the present button. And here's our presentation, right? So when I click, you'll notice what happens when I click again, right? There's our Gettysburg Address there. Right? So I click again, right? And it just automatically goes to the next one because we haven't set a transition effect to go between the second and third slide yet, right? So that's all that you really need to look at for this one. I'm going to go ahead and let you get started.